to day number 17. I don't know why I turned into Lance Burton and David Copperfield and Penn and Teller, but I don't know whether I'm coming or going right now. But anyhow, I have to tell you, thank you for joining me today. Today is a story time video because your girl's tired and it's time to just talk. Don't I do that most of the time anyway? But these are mine and, together with Bill, our most embarrassing moments. He'll say that it wasn't embarrassing to him, but there are two instances that I can think of. Most of my embarrassing moments have to do with me falling. Like, I'll just say it. That's happened to me. Like, I can't even think about it. It gives me such self-cringe and embarrassment, but I'm going to retell. Okay, it was Christmas time. Carter was a wee little toddler. She was like 3. My other kids, so if Carter was 3, then they were 11 and 17. So it would have been just me, Bill, Carter, and Madison, because Taylor was old enough to drive and he didn't go with us anywhere. But anyway, we went to Target during holiday season, like right now, where it's packed. Okay, it was probably even a weekend. That was back when, so she's 16 now, 3 years old, 13 years ago. Everybody, you heard everybody had Uggs. And I always liked getting my little babies Uggs because they looked so cute on them and they were so furry and fuzzy. And you could, leave the house quick with a toddler without saying, where's your socks? Let's find your socks. Put your socks on. Now let's tie your shoes. You could just tell them to get those Uggs and boom, pull them on and we're gone, right? So loved Uggs, girl. Loved Uggs. I still love Uggs. Anyhow, so here we are. We're going to Target to do some shopping. I have my Louis Vuitton Neverfull The Hands. Yes, I do. And at that time, I had just gotten it. It was pretty new to me, okay? So Bill and I were walking along down we parked. Everything here is either on a hill or at the bottom of a hill. That's just where we live. It's mountains everywhere. Anybody that's been to Tennessee, especially East Tennessee, can attest to that, right? So here we are. We're walking down the parking lot hill to get to the bottom where Target is. And we're holding, Maddie was walking on her own. She was, 11, preteen. But Carter was just 3, so she was holding mommy. I had one hand, and Bill had her other hand, and we were just sort of walking along. Yeah, I do with kids. And for some reason, I don't know if something got on or inside of her Ugg boot, but Carter did a stutter step. And when she did, it tripped me. Like, because I didn't want to hurt her. This has happened to me a couple times with babies, but I kind of stutter stepped and freaking fell right at the front damn door, girl. Right at the front. In front of the bell ringer, in front of all the people parking and coming to, and I think traffic had to stop. It was, girl, look at my face getting red. Like this, I will never forget it. And then it's that thing of you did something stupid, you fell, and then you feel like you don't want to miss anybody in the store that might have seen you fall, so you say, yeah, I'm the one that fell. Like, did you see? I'm seeing people that I know, like, you didn't happen to see me fall, did you? I ripped my pants. My Neverfull, girl, it just, I must have just dropped it gently. I mean, I went full, like, spread eagle face plant. And so Bill was laughing hysterically. He knew I was okay because I was embarrassed more than I was hurt. I wasn't really hurt. I mean, it did booger up my knee, but you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? It's done. And back then I was in my 30s, girl. I could woohoo with the best of them, So, yeah, I was riding cowgirl. I could do anything. And if it had been now, like, hips would be broken. Things would be in casts. I would be laid up for weeks and, But back then, I was pretty spry, you know what I mean? I was a big girl, but I was still spry. But anyway, I ripped my favorite pants. I wish I had now just turned back and gone back to the car and just sat there, because that's what I felt like. But my whole, because you know how a Neverfull is, girl. They don't got no, They sure don't. I know y'all are expecting something crazy to come out of my purse. I mean, probably tampons and stuff like that. I'm 100% sure. But yeah, girl, I guess I was in my 40s. I'm trying to think of when Maddie was a baby as opposed to, no. Yeah, I was like right at 40, 41, something like that. So I was still spry. But everything in that never full, girl, it spilled all out. And I was more concerned with my bag, I seriously was, than ripping my pants or hurting myself. You know, Carter didn't fall. Bill grabbed her up before I could take her down too. But I did let go of her really quick. And then, you know, I had my purse like this and holding her hand like that. And then when I fell, I sort of like laid my purse down. I had the wherewithal and the mindful, whatever, like, this purse, she's not getting jacked up. You heard? So I sort of like, it's, you know, it fell. I didn't scuff it up or anything. Canvas can take a licking and keep on ticking, girl. And all of my stuff fell out and I got it all back. And I mean, all these people are like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. So embarrassed, like so embarrassed. That happens. We get in the store, we shop around. And of course, I'm still embarrassed to see anybody's face because I'm thinking that every single person that sees me is the one that saw me fall. And they're like laughing so hard. And you know, that girl's chick who fall, that lady fell. Do you know what I mean? So we get to the counter to check out. It's filled with people. And the cashier, it's a young guy. And he's sort of like ringing my stuff and like looking at me doing that. And I said, wait a minute. Were you outside when I fell? And he said, yes, ma'am, I saw the whole thing. He said, I was bringing in carts. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. He said, I never laughed so hard. I said, do y'all have that on film back in the back? If y'all make any money off this video and it goes viral, I want a piece of it. It was my skin that touched that asphalt. And he was like, no, we don't. I said, sure. Because you know how Target has the two-way mirror. You know that's just security back in there. Less like watching all the people go. I would be. I mean, I gotta be honest. So that was mortifying. Okay, that was the one, like, one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me. Like, I still, when I think about it, like the blood rushes to my face and I get like, did this happen? The second thing happened to me and Bill, and you've probably heard this story before because I've probably told it on a live or told it in another video, but it totally happened. And what sparked this video was Bill and I were talking about it at lunch. So, girl, this was, oh God, first when they started having the capability of texting pictures to each other on your little flip phones. And you could take pictures, not as much video. We didn't do video. Video was terrible when the phones first started rolling out. This was early 2000s, probably before Carter, okay? Maybe this led up to Carter, I don't know. But anyhow, we had to go to Sprint because Bill's pictures and all of his files and stuff on his phone, they were stuck and they were frozen and he couldn't take pictures, he couldn't get pictures, he couldn't text, he couldn't get anything. He could only use his phone as a phone, right? The horror, like kids out there are going, oh my God, is that the worst part? No, it gets worse, guys, it gets worse. We're all adults here. I'm just gonna give it to you in full detail. Well, maybe I'm gonna leave some of it out, but anyhow, to say that Bill, we were young, guys. This is 20 years ago. Now, we really were in our 30s 20 years ago, okay? Just think about that. Okay, so we go, I'm with him. I don't even know why I'm having to go with him, but anyhow, I'm there with him. And the lady says, she says, I am going to now plug your phone into our computer. And I swear to you, they were the first ones that had these huge monitors. They had humongous monitors, okay? And she said, whatever's on this phone, I'm going to download and it's going to come up on my screen. Is there anything in here that you guys, or speaking to Bill, you don't want us to see, or want me to see? And I mean, the people were shopping around too, guys. This wasn't like in a private office. This was like in the middle, you know, the kiosk was right in the middle of the store and people were walking around. People used to go to phone stores all the time. It was a big thing. He's like, didn't even think about it. He's like, no, I don't think so. I'm not going to get into the graphic details of this, but she started pulling it up and she went, "Oh no!" And he was like, girl, a picture that he had sent me, we'll just say that's what it was. It wasn't none of me. Something pic of his came up because he had forgotten to erase the damn thing. But anyhow, it sure did come up on her screen. She went, "Oh no." And then she looked at him and he literally jumped. He jumped. If I'm lying, I'm dying, guys. He jumped over this tall counter and like put his hands up like this, and she immediately undid the phone and like hit whatever and got out of it. And she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And he's like, "I am so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed." And I was like, "Hell, it happens. I'm not embarrassed." And she went, "This is exactly what she said, girl." She said, "You have nothing to be ashamed of." I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. We got a problem. Can I see you outside?" No, but she really did say that. And I was like, "Yeah, girl. He's with me. Yeah, that's mine. Hey, how you feel now?" But anyway, that was one of his really embarrassing moments. I gotta say, I wasn't embarrassed, but seeing him at 30-something jump over that counter and put his hands over the screen to keep that. And I was like, when she said, "You've got nothing to be ashamed of," or what, I was like, "Oh, okay. Okay then. Why don't you give us a little break on that bill then? 10 things too high, girl." You can have all the pics you want. But yeah, that totally happened. So anyway, those are my most embarrassing stories. If you want, put some down in the comments. I would love to see what you guys have going on. But yeah, that falling story, whew, I will never get over that. It's been 13 years and I still got the emotional scars. Maybe not any real scars, but still emotional scars. I just threw those pants away a couple years ago. I wore those pants forever. Okay, so into the advent calendar on day number, why did I say calendar? Calendar, advent calendar on day number 17. Oh, I'm getting weary, girls. I'm getting weary. 17, where are you? Just rip them all. Okay. Okay, 17, where are you? This is how delirious I am on 17. I mean, we're getting really close, guys. Tomorrow is our 30th wedding anniversary, so we'll do a video together tomorrow. How about that? Y'all can ask him about that whole picture. I saved that and framed. No, I'm kidding. She might have, though. Yummy! Okay, so I don't know why this was down in such a huge pocket, but I've got to keep him here because he annoys Errol and Hermes. It looks like Hermes. He annoys me too. Come to that. Ron Weasley. I can't remember that. I can't. But it's just a little scroll of parchment with, looks like parchment with that on it. And guys, I wanted to tell you guys, that was day number 17. I wanted to tell you guys that my camera is getting worse. I've tried to do a white balance. I've tried to change all the settings. So if you see it going light, that's just my camera. I know it's annoying to you. It's very annoying to me. So I am trying to actively get a fix for that. I have been watching videos. I've been looking on the Sony site. Like, I am seriously just shy of sending it back to them and telling them to tell me what to do. Yeah, so this latest thing, I had it set on, I had the setting set on, there we go, the white balance set on auto, and now I've changed it to incandescent lighting. So I don't know if I look different or if that thing still I just don't know. Anyhow, to the 25 days of glam. It's always something. Oh, day number 17, she found it right off. Ooh, girl, yes. Okay. See, this is another example of huge box, tiny, tiny thing. It is yet another one of these beauty blenders. It's a little tiny one. We'll put it back in the little box. That'll go into our giveaway, guys. Don't forget about the giveaway. Put the word down in the comment box. Christmas. That's all you got to do. And all of the, particulars are down in my box. Get down there, roll around, figure it out. And also, well, I'll just tell you, I'm giving away 2 Sin Bono bags, this Gucci Flora perfume, and also a whole lot of the makeup that you've seen me unbox from all these advent calendars. That is going in there too. It's going to be a nice giveaway. All you have to do is put Christmas in the comment. I will then draw out a winner. You will have until, last day you can put Christmas in the comments is the 24th, Christmas Eve, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Christmas Day at noon, I will draw out a winner and I will announce it and show you the prize. And then hopefully you'll email me and we'll get the ball rolling. Okay, that sounds great. Listen, thank you again for joining me. Get down there, roll around in my box. I already said that. Comment, like, tell me some of your favorite embarrassing stories because I really want to know. This is interesting. And remember, if y'all see my husband, girl, tell him to send me some pictures. And give him my Christmas list. Bye! Hey, Lord, if you can't see it by now, hello, I can't mess with this camera anymore. It's driving me crazy. Somebody sent me a meme today that said Mom has 2 functions during the holidays. It's or yeah, that's so true. Biatch!